I'm going to be showing you some Harmony preferences that we need to change and update before we start on any major projects. So I'm in a new scene in Harmony, and you're going to go to the top here where it says Harmony Premium and go to Preferences, and you're going to get a window like this. And we're going to start with the General tab, and we want to check mark Save Scene Automatically, and the default is 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes it's going to auto save for you. That way you don't accidentally miss anything or lose progress. You can decrease this amount if you'd like. I wouldn't do over 10, so just a note for that. And then we're going to move on to the options side right here, and we're going to be clicking on Focus on Mouse Enter. What this does is in your panels over here in Harmony, so you have different like properties panels, your color palette, your timeline, and then your workspace. So in order to make those panels active, you have to click on them. But by selecting the Focus on Mouse Enter, if you hover your mouse on those, it will activate that panel just by your mouse being there. So that's what we want. And then we're gonna go to we're gonna skip camera, go to the node view, and there is a option where it says double click on a node opens the editor. So we're gonna check mark that. We're not gonna be using this yet. This is for like kind of more in the advanced side, but it's good to just have this on there for future reference. And then we're going to move on to exposure sheet. And you have this setting, extend exposure of previous drawing. We actually want to take that off. Moving on to the drawing tab. We want to see our brush size cursor, so right here. So I want to see how big the brush is, so it's going to give you an actual like circle to show you the cursor. And then I also want to synchronize the eraser and the brush. So if you have your brush at a specific, let's say it's at like 70, like a specific size, then it automatically will have your eraser the exact same size, which is convenient. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to skip all of these and go straight to advanced. And we're going to check support overlay and underlay arts. That's actually going to add some layers here in these. In this section, you see the L and the C. So you have line art, color art, and you may or may not know what that is. It's okay. But it's going to add two more, an overlay and an underlay. And that's going to be for specific projects or whatever you're trying to achieve. Then we're gonna go to this element node animate using animation tools. We're gonna uncheck that. That's also more like in the advanced portion when there's animations going on using something called pegs. So that's more advanced, but we want to uncheck that just for future reference. And then the last one that I like using is the enable middle button pans view. So we're going to click on that. And what that does is if you are very zoomed into your little canvas or workspace here, you can pan around your area just by clicking the middle button of your mouse and dragging. And I'll show you how that looks like in a bit. So those are the only preferences that we're changing. You want to make sure that you click OK in order for it to go through and save. Notice there's also a restore all default, so if anything ever gets messed up, we can always restore it, and then you can come back here and then change your preferences again accordingly. So click OK at the bottom, and now whenever I move my mouse, you notice it's that focus on mouse enter. That's what it did. And then if I draw something here and I zoom in, I can use my mouse middle click and drag, and it moves around the space. So that's what that middle click did. And then also my brush cursor. I don't remember the shortcut for the brush cursor, but you can see it here. Now you have that cursor on there. And then if you erase, the eraser is the same size. And that's it.